And we're like, oh, not a great way to start. Okay. There's no one here right now anyway, so it's fine. I can make all the mistakes I want. Hello, Paula. Hello, Nate. I see you there, Madalena. My mom is sending a request to be in my video. No, Mom. Get on the way. Hello, everybody. Hi, Becky. Good to see you. Oh, okay, now it's officially time. Product placement. Today, I'll be drinking Mariage Frère Marco Polo, which is their black tea. It used to be my third favorite of the black teas that I tried. My first favorite being Wedding Impérial. My second favorite being the traditional French breakfast tea. And then Marco Polo. But I've had it a bunch in the last couple months, and I will say that I've learned to really love it. Okay, a lot of people. Hello? You got, Pato. Papa Pato, hello. If you guys are interested in following a very talented musician who happens to look more or less like a Mexican Zac Efron, then you should follow Pato de Villa, Patricio de Villa. He just joined the live a little bit ago. Hello everybody. Sabrina, I'm doing well. LP. The problem sometimes, guys, when your names are like LP Brazil and you say hi, I don't know who I'm talking to, you know what I mean? So I'll just say hi as best as I can. Andrada, hello. Denise Rose. Okay, come back to Ecuador. I was just in Ecuador, you know. Who goes to Ecuador twice in 1 year? Okay. Well, I think I'm going to... What's Tetley, Becky? Tetley, is that a brand of tea, perhaps? Oli in Spain, hola. There's a lot of hellos going on today. If you guys want to start asking me questions, you can do that in the little question box. That's a great way for me to know what I should be talking about. Otherwise, I will probably just talk about what tea I'm drinking and what perfume I'm wearing. Edna, hello. But so yeah, feel free to ask questions. A lot of folks here today. Great to see everybody. Okay, let's see. I'm going to start with a song. Okay, so just FYI, because I think a lot of you have probably followed me just within the last month from this LP South America tour. I also sing songs sometimes, these days very infrequently. Elisa in Ibiza, that rhymes, that's convenient. Claudia, bien, ¿y tú? Buenos días. So I sometimes sing songs. Basically these days it's just on Instagram Live. That's it. That's my solo music career is just like a once every 2 months Instagram Live. But if you like anything that you hear, then you can there's a link in my bio that has this stuff. So yeah, I'll start with, what will I start with? I'll start with the one that I always start with because it's sort of like a nice warm-up song. So, hello from Kazakhstan. Wow, Anna. That's a far way away. You know, the Mariage Frère tea, they say that the black tea should be for 5 minutes. I'm not trying to question them on their own brand, but my experience is that 5 minutes is insuficiente. So I tend to let it brew for like 8 or 9. Am I crazy for that? I don't know. You tell me. How long do you brew your tea for, your black tea? I did do it at the proper temperature, 80 degrees Celsius. My favorite cheese, Cameron? Well, as a delicate Jew, I try and not eat or consume dairy products because it doesn't agree with my belly. So, you know, honestly, I'd probably be like a regular old sharp cheddar guy, but I don't really eat cheese and I don't drink milk. So yeah, the day you left Luna Park, I said hello to you after 2 seconds, and then you ran to the doors. That sounds about right. That sounds like me. I would like to think that I'm a kind person, but I do like to keep to myself. Which is not to say I don't appreciate all of you guys. I just like to be shy, you know? It suits me better. All right, you look great with short hair. Thank you so much. Cameron, I already answered your question. If you continue to troll me, I'm going to block you for the rest of my life. Okay, here we go. I'm going to answer a question. Okay, I mean, do you speak Hebrew? אני מדבר קצת, אבל שכחתי הרבה, בגלל שלמדתי בבית ספר, ואני לא מדבר, I don't know how to say frequently or often. So yes, קצת, un poquito. Do you know if you'll be on tour with LP in the UK next year? No idea. Are you reading anything lately? I've been reading this book called Shantaram that is like 900 pages, and it's going real slow. Pato, thank you for asking. I am wrangling right now. A little booty shot here. Wrangler jeans. Yep, I'm wrangling. That's just how I do it. What was the question? There was a question. I forgot what it was. Oh yeah, am I reading anything? Yeah. There's a book called Shantaram. It is supposedly this guy's true life story. I don't buy it. I think it's a load of BS, but it is an enjoyable tale of a guy moving to India, escaping from the crime world in Australia and New Zealand, and then moving to India and getting involved in the underworld there. It's very interesting, but it's 900 pages and it's been taking me forever. Do I recommend it? I don't know. Sure, if you're looking for something fun to read, Shantaram. Camtron, Sing For Me Daddy. Okay, you know what? This song is called Some Tragic Fate. Let's have a sip of tea, and then I'm going to launch right into it. Okay, this song's got... that was the perfect brewing time. Don't let anybody tell you 5 minutes. 5 minutes is not enough. Here we go. Some Tragic Fate. This is a song that I wrote. Actually, I wrote it a really long time ago. But I only released it in like 2020. There's a video for it. It's really sad. What inspires your music? Let's come back to that. What inspires my music? Let's come back to that. But for now, this song is called Some Tragic Fate. I'm going to take my glasses off. That way I can't see what you guys are saying and I won't get distracted. Sometimes what happens is I'm playing and then you're typing and then I forget where I am because I'm reading it. So now I can't see anything. And it'll just be a clean performance, God willing. All right, this song's called Some Tragic Fate. I wrote it myself. I wonder how your garden turned out. Did your neighbors come round? Or are they still complaining? I heard through the breeze, he's the man of your dreams. He trades futures, whatever that means. The past is more my speed. I always thought that we were gonna meet some tragic fate in each other's arms. I always thought that we were gonna meet some tragic fate in each other's arms. I came home to find your plans had all died. Why should I be surprised you weren't there to remind me? Will you think of your friend or whatever I've been? Every time you hit some road that dead ends, will you look to find me someone you'd known from many lives ago, when time moves so slow and each choice felt less binding? I always thought that we were gonna meet some tragic fate in each other's arms. I always thought that we were gonna meet some tragic fate in each other's arms. Then I heard through the breeze that he took you to Nice on the worst of all weeks. I couldn't believe it. Are you guys hearing these birds chirping as well? I hope that's coming through. It was like a really incredible, as I was wrapping up the song, the birds were singing outside. And I was like, oh, I wish I'd put that on the record. Okay, wow, I missed a whole lot. Okay, let me answer some questions. That song was called Some Tragic Fate. I wrote it after, I don't know if you guys remember, because so many terror attacks have happened in the world since then. There were those terrorist attacks in Nice, where a guy drove a truck into a crowd of people. This is getting dark, but this is what it's about. And I remember thinking about, for some reason it struck me that the like small ways in which, or the personal, intimate ways in which these global events can affect us. And so I concocted this story about a guy who's heartbroken over this woman and thinking about her and wishing they could get back together, and then finding out that she was killed in that attack. Yeah, I don't know. Do I keep going about that? Happy Thursday! Okay. Yeah, I just thought it was like an interesting idea, this sort of small way in which the individuals impacted by these events, or the big ways in which the individuals impacted by these events. Okay, all right. Here we go. I'm going to answer some questions now. Oh, is Greco here? Hello, Greco. I see only that someone said hello, Greco, so I'll assume he was here. Okay, do I speak anything in Spanish? Sí, por supuesto, estoy aprendiendo poco a poco, pero todavía no puedo hablar perfectamente. Pero dame tiempo y creo que en casi 1 año o 2 años puedo hablar more easily. Mejor, better. Okay. Am I going to have any solo shows in Mexico? I don't have anything planned at the moment, but I am planning on doing that. It would be super fun. Who's my favorite solo artist? I get asked this one a lot. My favorite solo artist is Leonard Cohen. Probably till the day I die. Love that guy. I have a tattoo on my ribs of him. Of his work, not of him. That would be weird, his face. I guess some people do that. Sorry, probably a lot of people in this chat have tattooed their favorite artists on the face on them. I was amazing in Ecuador. Thank you. Was it my first time there? No, I've been to Ecuador several times. I've been to Ecuador a couple times with Enrique. I've been to Ecuador on a vacation with my family. But I think this was my first time with LP. Con sexy Alejandra. Sí, yep, I don't know. Alejandra's out right now, so I'll have to just sit here and miss her. Okay. More questions. What's your favorite thing to do in your spare time? I mean, I hate to be kind of boring, but I do the same stuff in my spare time as I do on tour. I play the guitar. I like going for a cup of coffee. I like reading a book. I like exercise. I like hanging with friends. I like hanging with Alejandra, my girlfriend. My favorite LP song is Dreamcatcher. Dreamcatcher. That's the question. What is your favorite LP song? And my favorite LP song is Dreamcatcher. Do you speak Jewish? Yes. Hebrew. Yes. Got that one. We answered that one already. What's my favorite country? Oh, God. I don't have a favorite country. I really don't. I love Scandinavia. I really had a beautiful time in Denmark and Sweden. I've had an amazing time in Finland. So that's probably my favorite region, maybe. But I don't have a favorite country. People are super sweet everywhere. Wow, we're getting a lot of folks in here. This is cool. I haven't seen this many in a long time. First song I learned how to play on guitar. Both first songs I learned how to play on guitar were both Nirvana songs from Nirvana Unplugged. The first one, both were taught to me by Joe Tipograph. brother of my good friend Stu Typograph. I don't know if he's here, but if he is, shout out to Stu and Joe. And the first song that I learned how to play was the riff to Man Who Sold the World. That was song number 1. That was a David Bowie cover that Nirvana did on their Unplugged record. And song number 2 was, what's the most difficult LP song to play? I'll get back to that. Song number 2 was Come As You Are by Nirvana. Those were the first 2 songs I learned how to play. Shortly after that, God, what was it? Honestly, one of the first songs I learned how to play was a song that I wrote. It was, I was dating a woman in 7th grade. I guess I can't say a woman. At the time, I was a boy. She was a girl. I was a boy. She was a girl. And she moved back to Israel, which is where she was from. And I wrote her a song. I see that somebody just responded that their first song was also Come As You Are. Very cool. And the first song that I wrote her was, the first song that I learned like with chords, I think for real, was this song that I wrote for her. She didn't want to leave. She said she is sure. Something, the pain that she left would never be cured. That's for real. That's the first song that I learned was a song that I wrote. It was like just E minor, C, E minor, and D, and that was it, you know. And I still, I guess, remember part of it. And then shortly after that, I would say one of the first songs that I learned was Ye Old Classic. So yeah, you know, kind of the basics. Come As You Are. I guess Come As You Are is like a pretty common first song. It's a great riff. Go back and listen to it if you haven't listened to it recently. It's actually, that record gets better with time. It was one of those where I was like, this is really good, and then I stopped caring about it. And now when I go back and listen, I'm like, that whole record is great, and Come As You Are in specific. Oh, señora, más aire, por favor. Everybody say hello to Eddie Kaipo, audio engineer for the Stars. Oasis are. Why do you despair every time you hear that, Becky? Is it because they're not getting back together? They're so stubborn, those guys. You know, it's like people want them to get back together, so just get back together. Okay. Let's see. What's another song I can play? Okay, I'm gonna play a song called "I Never Learned to Ride a Bicycle." Not true, not accurate, but a wonderful little metaphor for learning how to do things later in life and overcome your fears. Okay, I Never Learned to Ride a Bicycle by me. Link in my bio. There's a video for it. My beautiful girlfriend Alejandra did the creative decoration for the video. And you can see her hands. There's little puppets, and she's moving the puppets. You can see her hands, and you can tell because she's all tatted up. You can see her tattoos. Here we go. I never learned to ride a bicycle. You know what? I'm going to take my glass up. You know what else is like it gets to my, I'm like, sometimes, you know, the numbers of people in here go up and down. And I'm like, sometimes if I'm singing and I see them go down, then I get really sad in the middle of the song. So I'm not Lefty Eddie. The camera's in reverse. That would be cool though. So I'm going to take my glasses off again, and I'm going to sing this song, I Never Learned to Ride a Bicycle. I got a secret that I seldom share, just one of many that I keep. I never learned to ride a bicycle. Oh God, what will you think of me? Watch kids fly by and the days fly too. Try, but what's the use? I never learned to ride a bicycle. It always seemed like such a risk. If I should fall, I risk my livelihood. What good am I with shattered wrists? watch kids fly by, and the years fly too. Each year I swear I'll try, but never do. I saw a posted flyer the other day. Come learn to ride, first lesson free. I called the number and reserved 4 spaces. One for my shame, one for my pride, one for my fear, and one for me. And now we ride together happily. Okay, I never learned to ride a bicycle, not accurate, but a song that I wrote. Okay, here we go. 12 questions that I'm going to answer for you. Okay, can I play Devastated by Love, requested by Becky? Yes, I can play Devastated by Love. Did I collaborate with LP for the new album? No, I did not. Did I like Argentina? I love Argentina. My Dreams is another request by Nita. I will play that. Okay, hi, I'm LD. What was your first big break in the music world? Well, it depends on what you mean by big break. The first big gig I had, like real big gig, was for sure playing for Enrique Iglesias, which I started in 2011, and sometimes do to this day when he plays. Yeah, so that was probably it. That was my first big break. How do you like that? You're a great musician. In Argentina, we love you. Thank you. I love you too. What advice would I give to beginner guitarists to improve? The advice that I would give is play every day, even if you only play for 5 minutes. So keep your guitar in a place that is readily available, and even if you just pick it up and play your chords to Wonderwall for 5 minutes that day, then you're going to be at the very least maintaining and probably improving. I think people get wrapped up in this, like, I don't have half an hour, I don't have an hour, and then they don't play at all. So strong recommendation, play every day, even if it's only 5 minutes. Okay, next time you come to Argentina, can I welcome you with a beer? I don't drink beer. I appreciate the offer, though. Okay, el próximo 10 de abril, Álex Federer France Peru. Wow, okay. Yeah, Álex Federer France Peru on April 10th is going to be turning, that's my Peruvian fan page, for those of you who don't know. It's going to be turning 2 years old. So that's great. I can't believe, I gotta say, I've had many fan pages over the years. Gabs and Bianca, this is a fact. I've had a lot of fan pages over the years, and all of them tend to fade within like a month after whatever show they saw me at. But you two have steadily been at it now. Whoop, let me fix my little thing here. You two have steadily been at it now for all this time, and it's incredible, and I really appreciate it. So thank you guys so much. Very cool. That's what I got. Okay, what's my coffee order? That's a great question. This is complicated because, in theory, my coffee order is an oat milk cappuccino. The problem with an oat milk cappuccino is some folks make it in the traditional Italian way, which means it's going to have a thick-ass wall of foam that I don't want. I like it the Australian hipster third wave coffee way, which is a thin layer of foam, basically, that you can draw latte art in. The other problem with the oat milk cappuccino order is some places don't have oat milk, and some places have bad tasting oat milk. For instance, in Mexico City, the brand carried by many places is called G'zzï, G-U with an umlaut D. And it in fact tastes bad. It's bad, and nobody should carry it, and it makes me upset that that is like the norm that people have. So these days I'm kind of suspicious of certain oat milk brands because I know they won't taste that good. So I've kind of been leaning towards a cortado, which is much less milk. That way, if the milk is no good, it's not going to ruin the whole coffee. Or sometimes just a double espresso or an Americano. So it used to be steadily just a cappuccino. Then I switched over to oat milk cappuccino. And then lately I've kind of been toying with, my dream is to get it down to just a double espresso, and that's it. It's currently still like a little too strong for me. I like it to be like, you know, a little bit of milk or something to, you know, water it down. So that's the long answer to what my coffee order is. Flat white. So I do, yeah, I get a flat white most of the time because that will probably ensure the type of foam that I like. Some places, they don't know what a flat white is or they don't serve a flat white. Same with the cortado, which has different names also. Gibraltar, I think is what they call it in Spanish-speaking countries. Gibraltar. Someone asked, why did I decide this haircut? I turned 40 years old, and I was like, it's time for a change. Let's do something new. I had the long hair for 3 years, a little more, and 3.5 years, and I just was like, it's time, you know? It makes me feel more grown up somehow. I just got a touch-up the other day. How do you like that? Best place to relax is a question. In my couch, maybe my bed. I mean, that's for me. That's not an invite. That sounds like I'm like, hey, come relax in my bed. No, I like you know, relaxing in bed. Is that crazy? Seems like a pretty straightforward answer where somebody would relax. This is like Family Feud. Best place to relax. Okay, let's play. What were the requests? Oh yeah, okay. Devastated by Love. This has been a minute. Let's see. I hope I don't screw this up, Becky. If I do, you know, I've noticed this. I'm back to doing that thing. There was a while where every sip I took, I would go like, do this whole like thing. And then I saw myself do it on a live and was making like a real concerted effort to stop doing it. But I kind of failed. Oh, Laura Jones is here, everybody. Hello, Laura. So I'm going to try again. I'm going to take a sip. And I'm not going to do a weird smacky thing with my mouth. Ready? Okay, here goes, guys. This is what Instagram Lives are for. That's it. But then I feel like it's like on my... Anyway, I don't know how you normal people drink tea. What's the most difficult LP song to play? You know, they're all a good time. I don't know. The one that probably took the most work was the picking pattern to Rainbow because it's sort of involved. That took a bit of practice, I would say, because it's Mike Del Rio recorded the guitar, and it's like very much his style. So I had to like learn that. Define normal. Great point. I have a friend who says there are no normal people. Okay, I did give your little gift to Moda Dolce, indeed. Moda Dolce, my girlfriend, Moda Dulce. Alejandra. Okay, this song is called Devastated by Love. I've never recorded it, I've never released it, but it was a request just now. I'm gonna do my chair like this. It was a request just now, so I'm gonna play it. Here goes. This song is called Devastated by Love, if I can remember it. If I forget it halfway through, I'm just gonna bail. Alright, this is dedicated to Becky who asked for it. Okay, I got it, I think. I found a spot beside the books to hang that photograph of Arthur that you took. Then moved it once, then moved it twice. Can't find the place for all my memories of that light. I've been devastated by love, pitied by the saint so high above. I've been devastated by love, devastated by love. Broke the vase beside the stair. My body is one of many things of which I have been unaware. I watch the rain melt the snow and once things changed, I knew there was no coming home. I've been devastated by love, pitied by the saints so high above. I've been devastated by love, devastated by. We fall so far from such great heights. And now I forget myself. Each day comes crashing from each night. And now the wheel begins to rust. Fate is one of many things I never learned to trust. I've been devastated by love, devastated by love, devastated by love. Un gran milagro. I remembered it all. I can't believe it. Okay, that song was called Devastated by Love, in case I didn't say it enough times in the title. Have another sip of tea. Michelle, tell your puppy I say hello. Was I nervous when I auditioned to be LP's guitarist? Nope, I don't really get nervous for auditions for some reason. Thanks, Laura. I appreciate that. Miss you. Hope to see you soon. Yeah, Becky, you know, I should record it someday. There's got to be a song that everyone asks you, but you hate to play. There's no song. Well, the thing is, here's the joy. I only play songs that I wrote, and consequently, there's no song that I hate to play, because I wrote it, you know? So I guess there could be a song that I hated that I wrote, but there isn't, so that works out for me. Okay, I'm going to answer some questions, guys, and then I'll get back to singing. Will I become an Oz? I sure will. Ooh, play something in Spanish. Bailamos. Just kidding. I wrote a song. God, I can't remember how it goes. Rompí tu corazón en pedazos. Perdóname. No, perdóname. Suspiro tu alma en mis brazos. Brazos? I don't know. Perdóname. Yeah, I can't remember it. I wrote a song in Spanish. It's somewhere. If you scroll all the way down on my Instagram, it's somewhere. I'll share it as a story maybe after this. Good seeing you, Laura. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I used to remember the words to my own Spanish song, but I don't. Rompí tu corazón. Right? Pretty good, yeah. Okay. Questions. What guitar do you currently use the most? Okay, I use a Fender Telecaster when I play electric. I use a Martin 0028 when I play acoustic. They're just the guitars that do the thing that I like, which is I like acoustic guitars that are a little bit darker sounding, a little bit older sounding, as opposed to a company like a Taylor that makes great guitars, but it's just much brighter and more modern sounding. It's just the sound that I gravitate towards. A Telecaster I love because I feel that it can do everything. It can play like nice, clean. If I want to do poppy stuff, it can do that. If I wanted to like really dig in and play rock music and get nasty, it can play that. So I love a Telecaster. Someone asked what kind of guitar strings I use. I don't even know, to be honest. I'm in the blessed position of having a guitar tech who restrings all my guitars. So I think these are D'Addario Light on my acoustic guitar, but I have absolutely no clue what I use on my electrics. Who have been the guitarists that influenced my style? I don't really listen to guitarists, to be totally honest, but I like Neil Young and Jimi Hendrix. Does that count? Sure. Okay, best advice to get Jimi Hendrix or Jimmy Page? They're both so good, man. They're both so good. I think I'm a Hendrix guy at the end of the day. I really like the type of gear that he uses. He uses a Fender, he uses a fuzz face guitar pedal. That's like the stuff that I really resonate with. Jimmy Page is, I guess he did use a Telecaster earlier on, but I always think of him as being a Gibson Les Paul kind of guy. And he uses a tone bender fuzz pedal, which sounds great, but resonates less with me than the fuzz face does. Wow, this is getting super geeky. I hope any of you play the guitar and have any idea what I'm talking about. But I think I'm a Hendrix guy. Like when I hear the sound of Jimi Hendrix's guitar, just the sound, I'm like sold. I'm in. Like that. I'm already there. Hola en Guadalajara. What else? Okay. I have a request for a song of mine called My Dreams by Nita. Another song I haven't recorded. I'm not doing a great job with the, you know what? I'll come back to that one. I'm gonna do a song I have recorded just so, yeah. Tomorrow is Bandcamp Friday, and I have a lot of music up on my Bandcamp. The link is in my bio. If you purchase that music tomorrow, 100% of the money goes to the artist, me, which is great compared to Spotify, which is like I get like 0.0001 cent every time a stream happens. So if you feel like going and listening to my music and downloading my music, click the link in my bio tomorrow for my Bandcamp and go buy it there. Okay, what's a song that I have actually recorded that is on my Bandcamp? Okay, this song is called It's Always Been You. This was the last song that I've released, really, I think. And it's only on my Bandcamp for some reason. I never put it on Spotify because I'm bad at the business part of the music industry. Love is not a gentle thing. Your hair was such a gorgeous mess that morning. And as you left, I knew this much, that I loved you and you loved me, and oh, I'd never see you again. Carry on, carry on. Carry on, carry on. Carry on, carry on. Carry on, carry on. When we met, we were both washed up. She found me drowning in those big red cups. Somehow she neatly filled the cracks in my life where my ambition used to be. We stumbled past all our friends who'd come. We were in love, we were in love. I wish we could stay here forever, my darling, but we both knew tomorrow would come and crush us. It's always been you, always in some other life. It's always been you, always. We both left our bodies that night. Carry on, carry on, carry on. Carry on, carry on. Carry on, carry on. I loved her like some long-lost brother. We were both fighting certain habits and giving in to others. My God, we'd been so beaten down. I loved her spirit and her unwavering will and the curves of her ass. And now I took these pills and slept last month away, praying that I'd see you in my dreams. And as I've replayed things in the years since then, Instead of leaving, you said, it's always been you, always in some other life. It's always been you, always. We both left our bodies at night. One day there she was, right in front of me, in the lobby of some hotel in Chicago. And I couldn't help but laugh. She kissed my cheek. She looked unchanged, my eyes betrayed. The smile in my mouth tried to convey. She still smoked cigarettes, and I was still willing to overlook that. There's like an end section to that, but it kind of works better when there are actually people sitting in front of me, you know? So that song's called It's Always Been You. It has been released into the world, so you can hear that one if you so desire. Click the link in my bio. Malinina, thank you for saying I'm a beautiful person. I heard someone ask if I speak Spanish. Poco a poco. Puedo entender mejor que puedo hablar, pero poco a poco, más o menos. Okay, a lot of questions. I'm going to answer some questions, and then I'm going to get back to singing songs. Okay. La guitarra que más te gusta? I did answer that one, but the Martin 0028 for the acoustic guitar and the Fender Telecaster for the electric guitar. Okay. Have you learned a bit of Portuguese when in Brazil? No, I only learned porra. Porra. Does that count for something? That's all I know in Portuguese. How does an instrumentalist come to have an original style? Is it something he develops consciously? I don't know. I don't think that I have an original style, to be totally honest, as a guitar player. I don't know. Maybe if later in life I develop one, I'll let you know. I love playing the guitar, but I definitely care less about the guitar than I do about like the song itself and the music itself. So I think it just comes from what you listen to and what you play and how you apply it. Like I've always been in bands. That's always really been my thing, is being in bands. Like I was never just like a guy who sat there. Well, I guess that's not true. When I was a teenager, I used to like sit and practice my scales. But I was always like a guy in bands. And so my focus was always the song and coming up with parts for songs. So yeah, that's the answer to how I approach the guitar, at least. Do you still have your first guitar? I do still have my first guitar. Well, it's at my parents' house. I have both of my first guitars. It was a Seagull acoustic guitar and a Gibson SG Special, which is like a super cheap Gibson SG. Which, interesting fact, I used to be in a band called the XYZ Affair. We had a music video where we got a bunch of Nickelodeon stars to be in it. And hi, Briley. We got a bunch of Nickelodeon stars to be in it. And at the end, Mark Summers from Double Dare throws slime all over us. And so that guitar is still sitting in my parents' basement covered in slime, missing a string. Someone asked if I could play something of Led Zeppelin. I don't like falling down this rabbit hole, because what ends up happening is then people are like, play LP, play Enrique. And it's like, to be totally honest, not fun to do for an Instagram live for me. But I do know. There you go. That's as much Led Zeppelin as you're going to get. Okay. What's my favorite singer? LP End. That's a bold assumption. My favorite voice ever is maybe Sam Cooke. Oh man. Okay, listen. Lately, I don't know what caused this, but while we were on tour, we fell down this rabbit hole of watching Michael Bolton sing How Am I Supposed to Live Without You live. And dude, that guy can sing. Holy shit. So for those of you who are like, oh, Michael Bolton, whatever, just go look up Michael Bolton, How Am I Supposed to Live Without You live. He just nails it, and it looks so easy. I was blown away. So yesterday, Alejandra and I fell down the further rabbit hole of watching live clips, and then we were just like listening to some Michael Bolton during breakfast. So is Michael Bolton my favorite singer of all time? Certainly not. But man, Michael Bolton, that guy can sing. That guy, I mean, he's like, that's a... How am I supposed to live without you? But he's like belting it out. It's like, man, I mean, it's incredible. It's incredible. How am I supposed to live without you? That's a Michael Bolton for you. But I love Jeff Buckley's voice. And then like probably Otis Redding. I mean, right? That guy could sing the phone book and it sounds incredible. Little Richard, same thing. Just like as soon as he opens his mouth, it's incredible. That's it. That's the end of me talking about singers. Have I listened to John Farnham? I have not. I don't know who John Farnham is. I trust that he's cool. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So everyone, I'm glad we're talking about How Am I Supposed to Live Without You. I'm learning complex arpeggios. Any recommendation? I don't know what you mean. Do you mean like a single note? Or are you talking about... an arpeggio is the notes of a chord played individually. So it can be played like I just played it, like this would be an A major 7 arpeggio. Or it could be on the guitar, what sometimes people refer to as like when you're doing these finger picking things. Some will call that an arpeggio too, because I'm playing the notes individually. My recommendation is practice slowly with a metronome. Always practice with a metronome. What else do we got, guys? We have a few minutes left. Okay, all right. This song was requested by Nita. Its song's called My Dreams. I've never recorded it. I'm doing a bad job here. I'm playing all things I haven't recorded. But I have recorded a lot of songs, and they're all on the link in my bio for Bandcamp Friday tomorrow. Do I like any other instrument? I love the drums. I love the drums. If I could play another instrument for real, it would be the drums. I used to play them in high school. I do. I play a little bit of the drums, but like certainly not well. Suddenly, I knew it was a dream. I couldn't run or read, and you'd forgiven me. You looked the same after all these years. You kissed away my tears and felt so real to me. But if I beg, will you climb from my dreams into my arms? I can't bear to lose you every time the morning comes. Nothing's changed, I cling to my routine, a hollow model of propriety. Although of late I vacillate between cigarettes and tea, regrets and anxiety. But if I beg, will you climb from my dreams into my arms? I can't bear to lose you every time the morning comes. Sunshine in my room drags me down. I play the songs we used to love would find the words escape me now. I drift along in search of things I never found. I tie threads and sever string as I unravel to the ground. But if I beg, will you climb from my dreams into my arms? I can't bear to lose you every time the morning comes. And every night I know it's just a dream, but several times a week your mail still comes to me. Thank you! That song is called My Dreams. I'm playing a lot of songs I've never released today. Let's see what we got for some questions. We still have some time left. What? You were incredible in Ecuador. Thank you so much, Diana. Continúas con los planes de lanzar tu fragancia. Do I have plans to continue launching my fragrance? Not now. But one day I really hope to. I have such a specific idea for it because so frequently on tour, we'll play a show and then I'll shower and then we get on the tour bus. And I really want something that's like the perfect, clean nighttime scent that's like a little bit soapy, but with a little bit of black tea in there, just like a relaxing, clean fragrance. So that's what my fragrance one day will be. How do I prepare for a concert? I don't know quite what that question means, I guess. We have a lot of rehearsals. I don't do anything that day. I don't like do crazy warm-ups or something like that. I have no like ritual. We kind of just chill out and then play the show. Tales from tour or any funny stories. Do I have any funny stories from tour? Honestly, like, I'm not that interesting. I really, like, what I try my best to do on tour, because the schedule is so hectic, is just maintain my health physically and mentally. So I try and get a good night's sleep. I try and read. I keep up my meditation practice, which is very important for me. I do therapy on the phone when I'm gone. I make sure that I make time to hang out virtually with Alejandra every day. I exercise. I practice the guitar every day. That's it. Like, it's not that interesting. I treat it like a job. So I'm sure you guys have noticed if there's an after party, I'm usually not there. I don't drink really. I didn't drink at all this tour, but I rarely drink in general. I'm just there to play music and enjoy that and, get some Team Humbucker or Single Coil. Man, I love them both. I'm a Single Coil guy for sure because of the telly, but every time I play humbuckers, I'm like, these do sound very good. I understand why people dig them. I don't know any songs in Spanish, unfortunately. I should learn some. I listen to a lot of Spanish music, but I just don't know any. I don't know any offhand. I'm gonna sing another song of mine. Was I a bit tired in the Lima concert? I was tired that whole tour, man. That was a lot. The whole tour was a lot. The Lima concert in specific, no, I don't remember being super tired for that one. But it was just like, there's not a lot of sleep going on that tour. Can I play something from Ozzy Osbourne? God, I used to know, that was Bark at the Moon. Or however it goes. God, it's been a long time. Bark at the Moon, Ozzy Osbourne, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. This song is called Your Number by Heart. By Heart? Yeah. Really, I saw that request for the Stray Cats of Athens. I'll finish with that one. think it's a little fast. I'll slow it down. These goddamn jacaranda flowers are beautiful, but make a mess of my front gate. So every spring I stare at stains left behind by pretty things that never seem to fade. Did you hear my book became a movie? It did alright. I'm hoping that they remake it sometime. Last night I dreamed that we were talking just as old friends, and you told me you'd forgiven me. I've watched it all burn 10,000 times. Kid, we were damned from the start. We were in love in some younger light. After all, I know your number by heart. I used to rent your favorite film nearly every week until they closed the movie stores. Then I would get drunk and I'd weep in countless taxi cab backseats. But man, no one takes taxis anymore. Meanwhile, the world is falling to pieces. We talk with friends of whether things are any worse than they have been. I feel the evening sun accuse me and remind me that tonight I'll sleep alone again. I've watched it all burn 10,000 times. Kid, we were damned from the start. We were in love in some younger life. After all, I know your number by heart. After all, I know your number by heart. There was a girl who gave me comfort in the months after you left, but then I heard her too. I heard that last year she got married and she's happy, but I still think of you. That song is called By Heart. I think it's another one I've never recorded. At some point, I sort of fell out of love with the process of recording songs. I love writing songs, and I just started hating recording them. So that's why a lot of these have never been recorded. LP Fans World, thank you for the kind words. I appreciate that. Here's another song. This song is a quick one. A request from Brayley. I think it's Brayley, but maybe it's Briley. Briley, if you can write phonetically how to say your name, I would appreciate it. I have studied the stray cats of Athens for some lesson in loneliness that they might give. I have studied the stray cats of Athens, but my findings were inconclusive. I've poured over the beer halls of Belgium in the hopes that I'd find there some joy that I've missed. I drank till they refused to sell them. My results were all jumbled at best. I've researched the rivers of Paris to find if they felt sorrow to be lost in the sea. When I saw my reflection there staring, the river ran and it left me with me. So I studied the stray cats of Athens and found that if I was gentle and kind, they could unlearn their reclusive habits. Even the saddest of strays could find love in this life. That song is called The Stray Cats of Athens. That is one that I have recorded. See, that one was easy because I just went into a studio and sang the song twice and then chose the best bits, and that was it, you know? So if all songs were that easy to record, then I would have recorded them all, but I always feel like I want more. I think it's been about an hour, guys. So I really appreciate all of you. Everyone was super sweet on this last tour. I'm so glad that you guys all showed up for this. And I hope to do it again soon. Maybe the end of the month? Who knows, you know? But I hope to see you guys soon. I am going to be in Australia next month for anyone who's in Australia. I think that's all I got. Thank you guys. See you soon. Oh. One last little plug. Again, for those of you just joining. Tomorrow is Bandcamp Friday. A lot of the songs, not all of them, but a lot of the songs that I played today are, if you click the link in my bio, it'll take you to my Bandcamp page. Go check them out. Go buy them. Go pass them along. If you dig them, post about it. Share it with a friend. You know, everyone loves like artists that no one's ever heard. So you could be super hip on the cutting edge by being way into me. That's all I got. Thank you guys so much. I will see you very soon.